It's not going to last very much longer. Maybe today might be his last show. Why? Because they can't make money on this show when they lose so many stations.
The SAG-AFTRA president released a statement writing in part, quote, "Disney made the right decision to reinstate the program, and I'm very pleased Jimmy Kimmel and the cast and crew are back to work." Kimmel's suspension sparked national debate about free speech, with many people calling Disney's decision a dark moment for democracy.
We were really excited to be able to support Jimmy and that he kind of won this battle with free speech and the importance of being able to share your opinions and speak freely.
When he takes the stage tonight, it's still unclear if Kimmel will address the controversy head on.
I think there'll be a certain apology, but I hope it's not apologizing for what he said, because I don't think he said anything wrong. That was my opinion.
What we do know is he'll have actor Glenn Powell and singer Sarah McLachlan by his side.
Jimmy, we missed you. We're glad you're back.
Again, starts at 4:30, so just about a half an hour from now. But really, we've seen people line up here for the past hour or two, eager to see his highly anticipated return. Again, that taping is estimated to last about 90 minutes, and tickets for that, as you can imagine, are already sold out. But reporting live in Hollywood, Jillian Smuckler, KTLA 5 News.
All right, Jillian, thank you. The man accused of attempting to assassinate President Trump last year in Florida has been found guilty on all charges. Jurors deliberated for under 3 hours today. Ryan Ruth represented himself against federal prosecutors who argued he spent weeks plotting to kill President Trump before aiming a rifle at him. Ruth told jurors he didn't intend to kill anyone that day. The trial has been chaotic, with Judge Eileen Cannon interrupting Ruth multiple times throughout the trial as he veered off topic and into subjects that she deemed irrelevant. After the verdict was read, Ruth attempted to stab himself with a pin. He was tackled by U.S. Marshals and removed from the courtroom. Ralph faces life in prison when he is sentenced.
A mother is in custody after her 2-year-old son appears to have drowned in a plastic storage bin while getting a bath. Police say 911 was not called for hours. 40-year-old Melissa Bizel told investigators she was bathing her son and walked out for, she says, about 2 minutes. Down and unresponsive. Bizel told police she began CPR but was unable to revive him, then harmed herself with a sharp object.
At that point in time, the mother held on to the child in the bathroom for approximately 6 hours without notifying any other family members in the residence or the authorities. A family member at approximately 9 p.m. opened the bathroom door and found the mother and child in the bathroom and then called 911.
Police say Bizel was taken to the hospital with injuries. She is facing charges of involuntary manslaughter and child abuse.
Riverside police are investigating a workplace shooting they say may have been an attempted murder-suicide this morning. Police say just after 8 a.m., a man who had recently worked at Pepe's towing service shot a woman outside the business. The suspect fired at least one shot towards other employees, but no one was hurt. Police say the man then turned the gun on himself and was killed. The woman was taken to the hospital in critical condition. Detectives now investigating what led up to the shooting.
A barricade situation in downtown Long Beach has now stretched more than 12 hours. The latest reports say SWAT team members have entered the 7-Eleven where an attempted robbery went down early this morning. 2 employees ran out of the building and flagged down an officer. When police got to the store, the armed suspect had barricaded himself inside, leading to this standoff. Part of Broadway has been blocked off all day while police deal with this situation.
Today, the state of California moved in to clear away a homeless encampment along a major local freeway. The people living at that encampment are being offered services to help get them housing.
People who live nearby are reacting to that change. KTLA's Annie Rose Ramos joins us live from South LA with more. Hi, Annie Rose.
John, Sam, hey guys, we are on the other side of the northbound 110 freeway in between 87th and 88th Street. And it is here in this small area that residents tell us there has been a homeless encampment for over a year now. John and Sam, it got so bad that residents tell us they didn't even feel comfortable walking around their block because of the dozens of people that were staying here.
We got to be afraid or got to lock up our houses. It's bad enough that people are just crazy.
Residents off 88th Street in South LA's Broadway Manchester neighborhood fed up with the homeless encampment at the end of their street.
I went through there last night, and they had couches, stove, refrigerators, just stacked up like they finna, make a house. Come on now.
This morning, city and state services arriving to clear the encampment out.
We have our city buses, the LADOT bus that's right there behind us, that transports folks safely to the interim housing site.
What the state does is we fund not only street engagement services through something called the Encampment Resolution Fund, as well as projects like this.
The city saying they moved roughly 35 people into interim housing today, including this woman who was living in the encampment with her 3 children, who did not want to show her face.
I'm happy that they actually came out here. I'm gonna go back to getting a job and put my kids in school and try to get my own place since I'm a single parent.
According to this year's homelessness count, there are 43,699 people experiencing homelessness in the city of LA. One man here today who was homeless trying to convince others to accept the help.
Just to advocate, help the people get off the street and let them know that there is hope. Yeah, I was drowning in bills and drowning in life, and then, prayers answered one day. Karen Bass came to one of the spots that we was living in the tent at, and I didn't think it was real, but surprisingly, I was housed.
Today's work, part of the governor's task force called SAFE, to work on removing encampments across the state, using state resources to do. Their crew today placing these boulders where the encampment once was.
Those boulders will be placed randomly in the area so that it would be difficult to go in and pitch a tent or try to sleep amongst them. It's not going to be a pile. It's going to be placed around here. It's really a deterrent.
Now, guys, these are some of the boulders that Caltrans was talking about, placed here in the hopes that this encampment won't be built back up again. But take a look across the street. You might make out that there is another homeless encampment just over there. We asked authorities about it, and they tell us that their work here is just getting started. John, back to you.
All right, Andy Rose, thank you. LA Mayor Karen Bass announced an agreement to prevent layoffs for the next fiscal year.
So this is not about numbers on a spreadsheet. This was always about protecting our skilled city workforce who have trained for years and honed their crafts. And I have to tell you that some people said it couldn't be done, but I am so glad to stand here and say that we have proved the naysayers wrong.
Mayor Bass says in addition to labor negotiations, layoffs were prevented through creative solutions, including transferring positions to other departments like the port and airport and working with general managers on developing other alternatives. In the spring, the city was looking at laying off some 600 city workers as part of a fiscal emergency.
A federal judge has ordered the Trump administration to restore $500 million in UCLA medical research grants. The judge says the government likely violated procedure by informing UCLA of the cuts in generalized form letters instead of specialized letters that provided details. The Trump administration suspended the funding in August, saying the school failed to promote a research environment free of anti-Semitism. The response to the ruling, the Department of Justice says UCLA has not done enough to address those complaints. The university denies that claim.
And we have more coming up on the news at 4.
Casey Montoya has your forecast. Hey, Casey.
Hi, first full day of fall, but it still feels like summer around here. 91 was the high downtown today. So when are these temperatures finally going to cool down? We'll talk about that coming up.
I'm David Lazarus. A day after the president ignored science.